I don't have much going on today. I've been stroking my camera, dreaming of all the wonderful shoots that I will soon be doing. Responding to comments on YouTube. Added a whole new section on my website that shows my whole rates. And I even put out a new portfolio post on my Instagram. But I feel like I could be doing more. And I have an idea, but I kind of don't want to do it. I just finished this lovely video for a client of mine. It's 5 minutes long. It's exactly what they asked for. It was days of shooting, somewhere around 60 hours of editing. And I gave them a huge package of content that goes even bigger than that. And after getting all of this, they asked for something more. They asked for something to reward the people who let them use this facility. You see, this video was shot at a tech company that has, I believe, around 1,000 employees. This is their headquarters, and they let us shoot 3 separate days at their location, showcasing the whole garden just to promote this company. And this company would like to thank them in some way. So they said, wouldn't it be nice if we could just cut them a little video that they could use to show how they take care of their employees and how great of a program they have going here. And I said, sure, that'd be great. That'll cost an extra X amount of dollars for me to edit. Because I did the math and it would take a good amount of time. And that's fair. But they have a very tiny marketing budget. And they told me it's low down on their priority list. So I think there's a very high likely they're not going to go for it. But here's what I'm thinking. I've done everything on my to-do list this week, but what am I doing to get new business? Am I just sitting around stroking my camera, hoping for magic to happen? I think I'm gonna go ahead and make a version of this video for that corporate company. I'm gonna give it to my client and ask them to introduce me to them. That actually only took me an hour. We're rendering right now. I took the same basic concept of the video, all my same favorite clips, and I removed everything with the company that hired me and made it all about their client. So it kind of changed the hero of the story, and it was actually surprisingly easy to do. Let me pass it on to my client and see what he thinks. Dude, I gotta say, when you have this pushed against your eye, the footage is a lot more stable. Okay, the client just reviewed the video. He likes it, and he said, "Hey, can I send it to my client?" And I said, "Yeah, no problem at all. The link I just sent you, it's through Vimeo. It's a private link, so you can watch it and you can download it through that link. So it's a great link for them." And I said, "Oh, by the way, would you mind introducing me to them? If they ever need corporate videos or interviews in the future, I'd love to be someone that they consider." So let's see what he says. The video got shared and I just got a message. "Hey Tommy, this is blank from blank. We love your video reel so much. We have a holiday party in January and I think we would be interested in your services." And then I said, "Hey, thanks so much. It means a lot. Let's schedule a call." Bada 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 boom. And we scheduled a call. We may have just booked another shoot because of an extra hour we spent on a project. One more thing I'm trying. If you saw my recent post on Instagram, I shot this video for a realtor. And one of his main methodologies is that he doesn't pay for marketing. He builds relationships with people and asks for referrals. And this whole event was full of people that have come through referrals and people who give him referrals. And that's how he runs his whole business. Now that I've made a video with him and we have a relationship together, I thought I'd give him a call and say, "Hey, through editing your video and getting to know you, I learned about your methodology and I want to try it. I want to just copy it. So who do you know that owns a business or works at a business that could use a video that you could recommend to me?" And you know what he said? This was like a few minutes ago. He said, "That's a really, really great question. I'm going to need a little time to think about it. Can you call me back tomorrow or Monday and let me know?" So I'm like, "Okay, I will." He's like, "Okay, I'm going to think about it." So we're going to call him back tomorrow, see what happens. Just got a call back from the realtor who I did this baseball Giants game shoot for recently. He has an update for me. He's thought about it, and there's 2 ways that he would like to refer me to other people. First of all, he's going to send out an email introducing me to about 20 to 30 other realtors who could use my service. He's going to show them the videos, the documentary style videos I made for him and the testimonials. And he said he's going to tout my services to them. And then secondly, he says he sends out mailers every month to his clients. And so he said, if I can write him up a 1-page PDF with pictures and an introduction about myself and then email it to him, he'll print it up and include it in his next mailer, and it'll go out to his clients, introducing them to me. How cool is that? Like, he actually took the time. He actually took a few days to think about it and think about how he could help my business. And just because we asked him, he's going to do it. Also, he didn't just do that for me to help my business. He also gave me some, I think, pretty helpful advice. He said, we live in a microwave culture where people expect that to just put food in the microwave, push 30 seconds, and boom, you're going to get a really good result. And he said, we think about business that way when it's really not. It's more a lot like farming. You're going to plant a lot of seeds, you're going to water them and take care of them, and it's going to take you a lot longer than you probably think for you to get a good harvest. And then once you get a good harvest, then you got to plant again. And he said that's definitely been true in his business, and it's taken him a longer than he thought it would to become a successful farmer. What are you doing? Wow! Yay! Just got off the phone with a nonprofit, and we're going to do a shoot tonight for them. They're a nonprofit that has an after-school program for kids in a community where a lot of the parents work like 2 to 5 jobs, and a lot of the kids don't have anywhere to go after school. So a lot of them come to this program, and it's just a safe place for them to go and like benefit and things like that and grow. So I recently connected with the head of this nonprofit, and she shared with me like some hard times that they're going through. They're being evicted out of their building because a big local corporation is pushing them out and just like bought out the land and stuff. So it's kind of a sad situation, but they want to keep pressing forward and they want to keep serving these kids. And they're not really in a position where they have budget for a video, but they asked me to make one anyways. At first I was like, I don't know. But then the more I started to think about it, I'm like, well, I'm not shooting tonight or today anyways. Be an opportunity to practice and meet new people and connect with new people and do something good. So we're going for it. So we just had a call, jotted down a bunch of details. It's going to be pretty straightforward. Documentary style, capturing interviews. We got to be really fast. And I'm going to use a new light from June, whatever. I don't know if I can show you it or not, but I'm going to use it because I kind of need it. But yeah, we're going to just go for it. You know, I could just do nothing today and just hope I get new business. Or I could go out and shoot something and maybe connect with some new people and refine my skills some. So I'm going to try that. I honestly haven't really thought about that before, that when I have downtime, maybe I could just shoot videos for nonprofits and then ask them to introduce me to people or something like that. Might be worth doing. I don't know. We're gonna give it a shot. So this is the final setup that we're rocking. Pretty lean and mean. We've got pretty much everything we'll need on the shoulder here. I'm gonna throw a 150 watt battery on there. That'll give me 4.5 hours of time, which should be plenty. We're getting there at 4. We start shooting at 4:30, and we should be done by about 7:30, maybe 8. So that'll be more than enough battery. Still gonna bring extra batteries. But everything I should need is mainly going to just be on my shoulder. I probably won't put the camera down at all, maybe just to rest it. I don't know. For this shoot, this will be my first time using the eyepiece loop. I'm just going to try that out and see how that goes. We also have our matte box because it's going to be around sunset. So and some of it's gonna be outside, so flare could be an issue. And then yeah, we've got our audio setup. So everything we pretty much need is gonna be there. And then if we need a quick light, we've got our new light from June there. And we can, that's one that has a good amount of battery, so we can just throw that up and not worry about plugging it in when the sun gets low if we need a little extra light. So that's pretty much the setup. And then in there, I've just got a backup FX30 just in case we need it. Okay, one more curveball in the mix. My grandfather's in town and he asked if I needed any extra help. He'd love to see what I do for a living. So I was like, sure, why not? Let's rig you up a little setup. You can grab some shots. If you get anything good, we'll put it in the final video. Because this is a really low-key shoot. I don't normally have shoots this low-key, so I feel like this will be perfect for him.
I'm ready.
You ready to roll?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. So the location was pretty basic. We have a front courtyard area, and then we have a little dinner area, and that's it. We have to work within that space. We can store our gear inside here, which is awesome, but we got to work outside in that space. First thing we need to do is interview the head of the nonprofit. So we needed to pick a spot. We had this one, and this one. I like this one the best, but we ended up going with this look because the founder of this nonprofit really wanted to get that Generations United logo behind her and the mural right next to it because it was painted by kids in her program. First interview I've ever shot on this new FX9. I just shot it in S-Log3 and popped a color space transform on it. I'll do more color grading later, but off the bat, I'm pretty happy with the look. It's very bright out, and it's so nice shooting with this. No problem at all. This event turned out to be much smaller and much less interesting than I thought it would. It was really just a group of people sitting down to eat some food together and talk. And I kind of like that challenge because if we can find a way to make this interesting, we can make anything interesting. How you liking it, Grandpa?
It's fun.
There were more interviews that we wanted to film, and for every interview, Grandpa was a big help because he gave our subjects someone to look at. I would ask the questions, but they would look at him for the answers, and he would affirm them, showing them that he was listening, and it just made it so much less awkward. Something cool about this setup with not having the shoulder pad is I'm able to have the Satchler Touch and Go base plate, so I can just snap onto a tripod super fast, straight from shoulder. Once we got all the interviews and B-roll we needed, we just packed up and we were ready to go. And when I have free time, I'm gonna turn this video into something special.
As heavy as it did, I've got everything, don't I?
Yeah, you got everything?
I think I do.
You got used to it?
Yeah.
What did you think of that shoot, Grandpa?
Well, it was fun. I mean, I've never been on one, but it was neat going around getting all different kinds of angles and stuff. What are you doing to me?
Snuck it in there. Yeah. So I was trying a new shoulder rig that I hadn't really tested out before. So I was curious if it would like strain my shoulder after a while.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that bad. My shoulder is a little tight, but it wasn't that bad. And it was my first time using that eyepiece.
Oh, okay.
You saw me look my eye in too, but that was really nice. When it was bright out, I could still see. For some reason, it's a little uncomfortable for me having like one eye closed and the other eye open.
Oh,
like I really want to open my eye.
I don't know what that's like.
Yeah. You always got one eye.
Half closed all the time, anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. That was weird for me, but it is nice to like laser focus. And it was really helpful having you like right next to me during the interviews, so people could.
I enjoyed that. I like that part.
Yeah, so people would look at him during the interviews instead of just looking into the barrel of the camera, and he would like reaffirm them and be like, yeah. And it worked really well. They weren't, their focus wasn't shifting off of you, which is really
Yeah,
nice.
I noticed that. Yeah, they were talking to me.
Yeah.
So I let them know that I was listening.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Man, I'm really glad you came on the shoot.
Okay, I'm too.
Yeah.
So many condos, so many spaces to be used for this Salesforce